at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Don't miss out on their extraordinary findings that have finally been revealed. Tap more below to be reminded, so don't hesitate. Don't miss tonight's amazing expose by Kent Heckenlively, and don't let this incredible story remain hidden any longer. Let's continue the conversation in the comments below for the Next News Network. I'm Gary Franchi. The Central Intelligence Agency behind the cable news giant CNN. Many startling allegations have surfaced as of late, with reports of secret links being exposed and spies within the ranks of reporters. Accusations of Operation Mockingbird, the alleged CIA-controlled media program dating back to the Cold War era, are now being raised. What are the true motives of this so-called news network? Well, one insider has begun revealing the dark secrets on who actually controls CNN. It appears that this is just the tip of the iceberg. This journalist has emerged with valuable information, leading many to question if there are indeed spooks infiltrating this news channel. With such provocative leads, now is the time for you to gain access to what's going on at CNN and uncover real answers from an insider as to what really goes on at this powerful network. I'm Gary Franchi at News Breaks Fast. Make sure you catch it when it does. Hit subscribe and never miss a report. Our special guest today, Kent Heckenlively, a co-author of the book This Was CNN: How Sex, Lies, and Spies Undid the World's Worst News Network, is ready to shed light on this ongoing mystery this evening. With his new book, he and his co-author Carrie Porch have uncovered numerous connections between some of America's highest offices and this so-called fakest name in news. Be sure to tune in this evening at 8:30 p.m. Eastern as Heckenlively reveals this incredible story which has been hidden until now. Here's a taste of the must-see interview. All this, to me, echoes Operation Mockingbird. Now, I know that was an old CIA program. They claim that's no longer in operation. But is there any connection? Is this just simply career guys moving back and forth between government, or is there something overreaching to get these guys into the newsrooms?
Well, I'll tell you what I did, because I did a deep dive into Operation Mockingbird. What was really interesting is that, my concerns in 2023 seem to be right wing, but if you went back to the 1970s, I'm very left wing. And actually, one of the best exposés on Operation Mockingbird was done by Carl Bernstein of Woodward and Bernstein, and I quote that extensively. So with Project Mockingbird, over 400 individuals of the U.S. media had assisted the FBI. And I quote that extensively, going into actually some stuff that happened in the 80s. Bob Woodward covered that with his book Veil, The Secret Wars of the CIA. And when we got this information back, my publisher was very concerned because, I'm making some very serious accusations. And so what my publisher did was he said, I need to have this information vetted. So he handed it off to a 33-year veteran of the FBI, as well as one of the country's best constitutional lawyers, Danny Sheehan, who's one of the four attorneys.
Pause for 1 second. So your book had to be reviewed by a former FBI agent.
Well, it didn't have to be.
Well, I just find it ironic.
It didn't have to be. that FBI agent was writing a book about how the FBI had moved from being a law enforcement organization to an intelligence organization. But he's on the conservative side, and I get one of the country's best constitutional lawyers, Danny Sheehan, who was one of the four guys who did the Pentagon Papers case, and both of them came back to me and they said, this is really important. Now, they did have a little bit of difference between them. The FBI guy said, well, you're getting this information from their LinkedIn accounts. Sometimes people pop up what they actually did. But overall, I agree that this raises some real red flags. And, the lefty constitutional lawyer said, oh, you just scratched the surface. You say you found 21. There's probably a whole lot more. And I think to myself, I may have actually performed a service to the intelligence agencies because I probably found the stupidest intelligence agents that they have, who
Same with
listed
me.
their associations on publicly available databases.
Exposing Project Zebra, baby.
I may get an award from the intelligence agencies for finding their stupidest agents.
Stay tuned for the clown show. After this, 8:30, then I'll be up here after I watch this. Stay tuned. Love you guys. Oh, Project Zebra. This is great. So proud of you guys. Peace.
Hey kid, don't ever let them get inside your head. They'll tell you what to do in life instead of everything you know that you could get. Don't let them guide your life towards regret. I'll fight for what I love with every breath. My past is filled with things I won't forget. I use them all to push me to my best. So treat the worst of times just like a test. If only I could go back in time, I'd tell myself that everything will end up alright. Just push yourself, test yourself, figure out what you like, and find your limits, don't be rigid, always work towards a prime. Surround yourself with open minds, people can change your life.